På University of California är det slut på terminen medan den politiska temperaturen är hög. Vi träffar professorn som akademiskt tagit upp fenomenet Trump som han menar ryms under titeln skitstövlar.
As I define the asshole in the book, the basic definition of an asshole is the guy who systematically helps himself to special advantages in cooperative life out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people.
And all of a sudden, a very important person in the American society showed up, Donald Trump, and you all of a sudden wrote another asshole book about Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'd come up with the definition independently of Trump or even political figures. I was thinking of just sort of people that I had to associate with, you know, in life, surfers and, you know, other people in academia, you know, and then you know, and I had also various things in the book about the problem of asshole capitalism and some problems in politics. And then sort of lo and behold, Trump, who I discussed a little bit in the first book, you know, he then sort of rose on the world stage and unfortunately fit the theory all too well and some of the social dynamics. And so, but there were some new questions, you know, that were raised about his rise. And so a new book seemed justified, you know, to try to explain the phenomenon and make an argument against him.
Mm. How, I mean, you did it from a kind of true conservative perspective or a Republican perspective.
Yeah, I thought the most fundamental argument to make against him would be make assumptions about the nature of a democratic republic and draw from ideas of classical republicanism that come from Rousseau, to some extent Locke also, but you know, that influenced the founding fathers, you know, in the United States. And so from ideas about the nature of the Constitution and our basic system, you know, a delicate balance of powers and stuff. And, you know, idea of preserving the Union and protecting what makes it stable, that I think Trump is a threat to all of those things. So the most interesting argument is a conservative one. You know, if we cherish our country, if we care about what makes it great, then we should worry about him undermining it.
I mean, I watched Hillary today. It was pathetic. It was pathetic. It was so sad to watch.
I mean, he's an asshole in a way that only Americans can be, too, you know, I think also.
Aaron James böcker säljer bra och översätts till många språk. Han förklarar Trump som farlig manipulatör.
I think he destabilizes us because he switches between personality types. So he'll be an asshole one moment, then he'll make a joke, and then he'll be a bully, and then you know, he cuts back and forth between different personality types, and then you don't really know how to respond to him. You know, he kind of keeps you uncertain, and then you know, and then he's just an amazing spectacle. All right, so you know, you kind of can't take your eyes off him. And in this day and age with our media culture, you know, attention is power, because you know, the people who can control what people want to watch, you know, control ratings, and you know.
And obviously there is no limits for the insults.
Yeah, right. I mean, for him, I think he just insults completely opportunistically, you know, just to get attention, because of a sense of what he thinks is entertaining. It's part of a social dominance game, as they call it, so, you know, one-upmanship, that is, you know, something that he's a master at, you know, not just as a political game, but, you know, it's always, I think, been his style, coming out of a certain culture in New York, where there's a sort of insult game, where there's a sort of challenge to position yourself as superior to others.
Now for Hillary, lying Hillary, that lion. She is a liar. No. Ted Cruz is no longer a liar. We don't say lying Ted anymore. We love Ted. We love Ted, right?
Trump plays the authoritarian game really well. He's a winner in the dominance contest. You know, they are submissive. They're deferential, and they think, okay, he should be lead in politics because he's the socially dominant figure, and that's it's as simple as that, right?
Och Trumps framväxt är ett resultat av ett splittrat republikanskt parti som låst alla politiska försök till kompromisser i kongressen.
The strategy of obstruction that the GOP took is against Obama definitely set the stage for the frustrations that Trump is currently benefiting from. There's already in politics, you know, the violence that's broken out at various rallies, you know, is already part of a downward spiral away from civility in politics. That's something that he at least initiated, you know, with promoting violence at his rallies.
Det finns flera positiva tecken i USA, säger James, men politiskt närmar det sig systemkollaps.
If you're a person on the street, you know, conservative who, you know, really does love the country and really cares about it and just completely frustrated with, you know, seeing a lot of corruption. You know, it's not quid pro quo, like sort of blatant corruption, but I completely understand, you know, the frustration and the willingness to take big risks out of just frustration.
Thank you, everybody.